Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They flaunt that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that. Face it, accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace, so me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, somewhat be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, oh well. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud the way I move.
All right, what's going on, fam? Smash that like button. It's some Saturday night Swole. Let's do it. Come on now.
Like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Hey, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs. I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rocking stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys.
Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Giggity, giggity. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 testicles, testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1600 and 32 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Everest and K2 flexing. I know you beaches. How are we doing today, fam? Welcome back to the show. Make sure that you are smashing that subscribe button. And of course, we're about to get into, let me get this red, white, and Swole. There we go. Gorillas. Drop that Slidey McSliderson down at the bottom for you here. Where's the other one? Get rid of that one. All right, red, white, and swole. Red, white, and swole. So let's bust this Tessie out of the nut. We'll get underway, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for subscribing. Remember, you can catch this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and another announcement that Red, White, and Swole, my other show, is available. Full episodes on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Wherever you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe there as well. And of course, you can catch the video clips over on the Red, White, and Swole channel. Let us bust this beesh out of the nut, shall we? Oh, you're so sexy. You're so sexy, Tessie. Let's see, a couple other announcements. We'll open this nut up and then we will get into some of the new updates today. So cover your nips. Let's bust this beesh wide open. Drop some unicorns and some American flags in the comments. Why don't you? Why don't you? Put some respect on it. Yeah, beesh? The roar of the falcon. The roar of the falcon. Leo, you absolute alcoholic. You're drunk. You're drunk, aren't you, Leo? You drunk. You drunk. We have the roar of the falcon. The falcon has graced our presence. Oh, let me see what we got here. Let's move you over a little bit. You're a little bit off to the... There you go. There you go. It's okay. Let's get your tail. Look at you. There you go. There you go. Looking sexy. Look at that. Red, white, and swole. That is nice. That's a nice card. That's a solid card. That's a good grab, fam. That's a good grab. So hashtag red, white, and swole in the comments. I'll take some RWS, but I like some red, white, and swole. I'd like the whole thing written out. You want this card? You better type that shit in there, right? Red, white, and swole, RWS. I will accept it. I will accept it. Okay. All right. So let's get into the first couple topics. Like I mentioned, subscribe to the podcast. You can also subscribe to the Red, White, and Swole show on Apple Podcast and on Spotify. Get the full show over there in your ear holes, just like you like. You know, if you're listening to the Daily Swole, you're going to love Red, White, and Swole. It's more Papa Swolio and a lot of trending topics. So go and check that out. Also, make sure that you check out Swolenormousx.com. We still got a couple Fuck Your Resolution specials going on. The early bird special just ended. I know. But hey.
Come on, stop whining.
Hey, come on. You had weeks. You had weeks to go and get yourself some early bird. But there's still a couple awesome specials going on for Fuck Your Resolutions, and they'll be going on for a little bit longer. So make sure you don't miss out on that. If you missed out on the early bird, don't miss. We got 3-month, we got annual options, and you could join the Swole fam. We got new releases every week, and we're coming up on a brand new release Monday. Accountability meeting on Monday. We got some more. I know, we got some awesome shit on Monday. Tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio. So tomorrow, mark your calendar for, it's every single Sunday, but we'll take tons of questions tomorrow. So whatever you bring to the table, I will answer most of them. So we take some questions every day, but make sure that you show up tomorrow. If you have questions for Papa, hit that bell. Hit that bell. Of course, if you have Swole text, if you're a member, you will get notified before I go live, so you don't have to worry about that at all. That being said, what's going on, fam? What we got here? We got some red, white, and swole. Yeah, Justin. Hell yeah. I shout out loud when he does it. What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't know what's in the box. I don't know what's in the box, but let's find out, shall we? Let's get into it. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, the first post we got. What do we got, fam?
What's in the box?
What do we got, fam? We got one from Kelly. All right, Kelly. Kelly to the main stage. Kelly. Kelly to the main stage. Kelly to the main stage. And Kelly writes, I'm not sure if today is actually my Swoleversary or not. I know it was sometime this month last year that I officially joined. While my routine is not perfect and I don't hit every pillar every day, I'm still much improved from where I was. Since joining the fam, I've learned some new tools, figured out ways to get a little meditation in my hectic as fuck schedule, and developed a few habits to get movement into my desk job. Every day is a chance to do a little bit better. Also, while the number on the scale may not matter, I lost 20 pounds on my own. But since joining, I have lost another 67 pounds. That's amazing. So that's a total of 87 pounds in roughly a year and a half. It's not super fast, but for me, it is sustainable and has led to developing habits that keep me chugging along when the days, weeks, and months are simply too busy. I very rarely catch the Daily Swole live. How fucking dare you? Is this mic on? Excuse me. I very rarely catch the Daily Swole live and usually just listen when doing mindless work tasks or while out on my walks and during workouts. Well, that's acceptable. All right, we'll keep you. You can stay, Kelly. Anyway, I frequently hear Papa Swolio ask where we first found out about him, and I'm taking the opportunity here to share how I found the Swole fam. Somehow a rabbit hole that started with Michelle McDaniel and ended with Alan Roberts led the algorithm to keep suggesting a bearded, shirtless dude. That would be horrific if you were led to a beardless dude. You're led to a bald man, but I mean, come on. You got to make it through the bald man before you can get to the bearded man, right? No hair to pure hair. And keep suggesting a bearded, shirtless dude talking about some very thin, fake tanned chick that I knew nothing about. Who is that person? Who's a thin, fake tan chick? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I had no interest and did not click. God, but damn, you see what I'm talking about? Falcon, summon the Falcon. Get over here. My goodness. Savage. Let's continue. Well, I had no interest and did not click, instead defaulting to Alan or Michelle's videos, but then this one time, autoplay was on. Thanks, YouTube. The one time. And the bearded dude started talking. Not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan at first, but he made another video about Brittany Dawn and then another. Cyber scammers such as her need to be properly dealt with, and I liked that he was calling her out. Hopefully his efforts will result in more people being a bit more skeptical before entering their credit card number for these scammy McScammersons. I kept watching after the Brittany Dawn thing wrapped up, and I kept watching, and I'm still watching. I appreciate his no-nonsense attitude, the fitness without the bullshit, and the community he has built. That's you, fam. That's you, fam. So here's to another year. Can't see where it goes. Keep on being awesome, fam. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Who told you to keep my cookies? I love it. Oh, Brittany. Brittany Dawn.
Shampoo my crotch.
Oh, Brittany. Oh, Brittany. Do we remember Brittany? I vaguely remember. Anyway, so that's back when YouTube used to suggest me. It's like, hey, some other people some people watch Every Damn Day Fitness. Some people watch Michelle McDaniel's channel. Maybe they will like to watch yours. I don't get suggested anymore. How many of you caught today's NOC? How many of you caught today's NOC? That one got absolutely no reach. That one got next to no reach. That one scraping. Man, the nuts on chin. I love the nuts on chin. They don't show my videos to anyone. Show my videos to people. Show my videos, YouTube. Come on. The Swole fam wants to see it. Anyway, so if you're listening to this or watching this, make sure, by the way, especially on the Swolenormous channel, obviously we're here every day. If you go to the Swolenormous channel, there's always a video. Every day there's a new video. Every single day, there's a new video on the Swolenormous channel. You hear what I'm saying? There's a new video. So that being said, make sure that you go and you subscribe, because if you go there, if you go to the video or if you go to the channel, you will see a video from Papa Swolio. I guarantee it. All right. I guarantee it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, ugh. Had a good workout today. Feeling good. Feeling sweaty. A little bit sweaty today. I miss an NOC. Oh no. Just make sure you hit that subscription bell or button or whatever like that. But, you know, like I said, you're not going to get notified. You're not going to get notified when I go live. Just make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you get notified, or you hit the bell. That way, if you have a chance to get notified, you'll get notified. But just understand that if you go to the channel, that's my point. If you go to the channel, you will get a notification. In other words, you'll get a notification, but if you go to the channel, just go there. I'll have a video. So a lot of people have notifications, and the notification system was like, hey, when this person posts a video, you'll be notified. I always post a video. There's always a video every day. So my point is, if you just go to the channel and you know, hey, I'm on YouTube, let me go to the Swolenormous channel, you are going to get a video. You are going to get a video. There's always a video there. That's my point. You don't even need a bell to get notified. It's a daily video. So you go there, you know you'll see a video. And if you don't, make sure that I didn't have an accident, because there's something there every day. Okay, so let's get into a question. Hold on, I need to clean this up a little bit. Let's get into a question. Again, hashtag, I got to clean my glasses. Hashtag red, white, and swole if you want a chance to win today's Swole card. There's that sexy beach. There's that sexy beach. Drop in the comments what you smashed today. I did a little bit of a leg workout. I did some sumo squats with a heavy kettlebell. I did some Bulgarian split squats. I did some stiff legs. I did some calves. I feel good. A little leg workout, a little bit, nothing crazy, just something to kind of keep the bookmark there. I wanted to do something today. I wanted to work out. I didn't necessarily feel like I didn't go into the workout with like a crush mentality. And then I started, I felt pretty good, but I got a good workout in. I got my reps in. Felt good today. Let's see. What's up, David? I get all of Papa's videos from all of his channels and Daily Swole. Just can't watch all of them live because of the time difference. It's all good. Respect. Hey, the videos are there. The videos are there if you need it. And that's why Red, White, and Swole is also a podcast. So for those of you that are subscribed to the Papa Swolio channel, Red, White, and Swole is also a podcast. So you can catch all that stuff there as well. It's just another place where you can know that you're getting your content. So if you just can't watch them live, or you can't just sit there and watch the videos, you can also just listen and catch all the content there as well. Wherever you need it, wherever you need the content, Papa's there. All right, let's take the first question of the day. Remember, if you got a question, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio Live, so I'll be taking a lot of questions.
What's in the box?
Let's see what we got here. This one's from Zaina H. Papa Swolio, what is your opinion regarding weight loss surgeries? Well, first, I'm going to pose this question to the fam, so drop in the comments if you personally have experience with weight loss surgeries, whether it's you or someone in your circle. I am not a fan. I think that's in many ways an easy way out. I think that's in many ways something that puts money in surgeons' pockets. I think a lot of people are they go too aggressive with that. That's cutting your stomach. That's stapling or putting a band around your stomach. You don't need to have invasive procedures to change your lifestyle habits. I'm not a fan. I'm personally not a fan. In some situations, I think it is applicable, as most things are. You need the context, okay? You need context. And I think in most situations, just like medications, people are too quick to jump to those extreme conclusions, okay? And a lot of people that do that, they gain the weight back, because you're not changing any habits. You're just closing up your stomach. You're not changing what the person's impulses are. You're not changing their addictions. You're not changing their focus. You're not changing the way they think about food and exercise and their health. You're not addressing any of that. All you're doing is just boom, make your stomach smaller, essentially. I think it should absolutely be a last resort, just like back surgery, any kind of surgery. It should be an absolute last resort. Absolute last resort. Let's see some questions. So I'm not a fan of it, but of course, like anything else, you need to talk about the context. You can't just say, oh, do you like this? What's my opinion? Well, ask my opinion based on the context of the situation. So I can't really it's hard to speak overall to it. Overall, I'm just, the thought of it, I don't like it. I think it's an excuse and I think it's a detour and it doesn't address the actual fundamental problem. But in some contexts, it could be very effective and necessary even. Jeff, weight loss surgery is pointless unless you change your eating habits and get your routine down before going under the knife. Let's see what we got here. Moderate carb maven, agree with you. Last resort. Citrine, my cousin was obese, but not morbidly obese, like she's going to die tomorrow. So your cousin got it. Your cousin got it and she gained half the weight back. So it's obviously not a final fix. Let's see here. David, I think it gives you time to fix your habits and a second chance of life, possibly. But if you're fixing that before you fix your habits, it's not necessarily a smart way to do it. It depends. Matthew, I know someone who got it done 3 times. 3 times, still didn't do the trick and struck out. Shekhar Kumar, your buddy Obese to Beast defended Eric the Electric's content. How does that make you feel? How does that make me feel? I feel just fine right now. In what context? Did he, like recently, like the other day? I don't know what he said or what the video was on. How did he, what did he exactly say? That's vague. If any of you know context, I don't know anything about it. My buddy. We're so close. Let's see, Jeff, my wife had weight loss surgery. Long story, but it was a last resort. Thanks to a 6-month wait to nail her diet and the surgery, she's down 150-ish pounds. Good stuff. Jeff, I considered surgery. Then I realized the root of my issue was overeating and surgery would cost a lot and not fix that. So I went the fasting route and I'm down 150 pounds so far. So obviously you have situations where it doesn't work and situations that it does work. Seriously though, but you have to do it properly. If you don't do it right, if you don't do anything right, you're not going to get the result you want. It's not going to work if you do anything wrong. That's the definition of doing something wrong. That's the reason why when people say, well, 95% of diets fail, 95% of shitty approaches to dieting fail. That makes sense. If you 100% of failures fail 100% of the time. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. Mel, my brother was 460 pounds and he wanted lap band surgery, but he went on a keto diet and is now 395 pounds. Good for him. So he's down 65 pounds. Very good. Very, very, very good. Okay. All right, cool. Good stuff. Thanks for the question. Good one. If you have a question, you could drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSoy on any of the clips, or make sure you also plug into Instagram stories where we take a lot of those questions. So make sure that you follow over there. Let's get into the first post, the first poop post, and we'll come back with some more Swole fam. Oh, God. Oh, man. We got some poop coming. We got some poop. What we got here? What we got? Drop in the comments below. What we got?
What's in the box?
What we got? We got something in the box. I think we got something in the box. Okay, here's a post. At the doctor with my daughter. Told the nurse we didn't need a weight check today, and she said, okay. A little while later, she offered me a blind weight check. I said, no thanks. Then the pediatrician did her thing at the end and noted we needed to get a weight. I said, we're not doing that today. She pushed back about needing to keep track of any changes. I said there had been no major changes in recent months. She said we'd have to do it next year. I just let her say it, but didn't respond, and she went on to get the flu vaccine. We won today at least. You...
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
You went full tard. The whole don't weigh yourself at the doctor's office is the stupidest, dumbest fucking thing that this woke social justice fat positive bullshit can push. Not getting your body weight at the doctor's office is stupid. Doctors need to get data so they can see if you're going to die or if you have a fucking cancer or something that strikes an alarm. They need to get your weight. Just let them weigh you. She offered you a blind weight check. How much of a pussy are you? You can't get your body weighed. How much of a pussy are you? Seriously, are you that much of a bitch? And this goes for men and women. Like, if you don't want to get your body weight, oh my God, it's a number. Stop being such a bitch. Seriously, this pussification and this don't hurt me nonsense is ludicrous. Ludicrous. If your feelings get hurt by how fat you are, that's because you know that you're fucking up your health and you are embarrassed at yourself. So feel the shame and change your life. That's it. You need more shame. You need to be fat shamed. You need it, but you need to internalize it and change and get better because you're going to have an issue when you get older by trashing your health. Why do you think a vast majority, unfortunately, have problems? You don't just have to be obese to have issues. You can have diabetes, you can have cancers and not be morbidly obese, but we're normalizing sickness because everyone's sick. Oh, it must be normal to be sick. No, it's not. It's not normal to be sick. It's just that so many people are sick. It's the average. The average is mediocre. The average is sick. The average is diabetic. The average is overweight and obese. The average is this fucking push for mediocrity is so bad. So bad. So bad, so bad. It's awful. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Well, check this out. You counter that. You have someone who doesn't want their body weight taken at the doctor's office. Oh, your feelings. Oh, your feelings.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
And then you have that, but then you have some Swole fam action.
What's in the box?
To fucking wash that trash out of your mouth. So we got this from Mike. Weight loss tip number 64. All you have to do is pick up a cold or flu that has you not wanting to eat or drink enough, and you start to dehydrate. Disclaimer, this is not real advice. Seriously, I'm not one of those registered dietitians that Papa shares with us that gives out great advice, LOL. So you're best not to do this. Some of you may remember from the podcast last night that I picked up some bug the other day. I don't think it's the vid, but I will hopefully be getting tested to make sure. And although I've been trying to drink enough, I need to try harder. I've actually lost 2 or 3 pounds in the last couple days. On the plus side, I'm looking toned as shit. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. So I'd like to give a couple shout outs. The first is to Papa Swolio for creating the fam. Obviously, if you're reading this, you're part of it and you know it's great. But it doesn't have to just be crush this, smash that, and you got this about your health and fitness, which leads into my second shout out to Julie, offering me some help while I need it. What the hell's going on here? While I need it while I'm sick. I'm fortunate. Okay, hold on a second. What the fuck is this? Hold on a second. My trackpad. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. About your health and fitness, which leads into my second shout out to Julie for offering me some help if I needed it while I'm sick. I'm fortunate enough to have my wife here to take care of things, but it was greatly appreciated. For me, that's the stuff that makes a Swole fam what it is. With that being said, I'm going to lay down for a nap. Just remember, crush it, smash it, and you got this, fam. Have a great day. Fucking fire. Good shit, fam. Good shit. What the... You know, sometimes you get your mouse on like some... Oh, I got like hair and stuff on the bottom of my laser. I was trying to make it bigger and it was moving the picture on the side. Awesome, Mike. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing. Crushing it, baby. Crushing it, baby. Crushing it. All right. We got another question here. Let's see here. What we got? You want your question featured in the show? Drop in the comments below with the hashtag #AskPapaSwolio. Papa Swolio, creatine. Oh, we answered this yesterday. Yes or no, useful, useless. Eat some more meat, get some grass-fed beef. You'll be fine. Creatine, somewhat useful. You can have some if you don't eat a lot of meat. Vegetarians, vegans definitely should look into supplementing. But if you're eating plenty of grass-fed beef, animal proteins and stuff, you're probably going to be just fine with creatine. If anything, you don't have to take a lot. You might retain some more water and stuff like that, but your body has a limit to how much it can handle, and you don't need to supplement extra load or anything like that. So I haven't taken creatine in a while. I feel fine. I eat a ton of meat, though, and organ meat, so I get plenty. So good question. Good question. Simple answer. We talked about that yesterday, though, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But thank you so much for the question, Doomslayer. We'll take another question in a second. Another question in a second. This one's from Patricia.
What's in in the box?
New member to the Swole fam. Hey, there you go. Hi all, new here, just wanted to say hello and can't wait to get started. I was pretty consistent at the gym before COVID. Then with shutdowns, job loss, and stress, I fell off and had a really hard time getting back. Finally got back, but kind of felt like I was just going through the motions at the gym. No real effort, just going to go, and I felt honestly kind of lost. Am I doing this right? How can I improve? How the heck do I use that? Etc. So I decided to pull the trigger and sign up, going to be starting the 90-day dash tomorrow, and honestly, I can't wait. Have a great day all. Go get it.
Yow.
That is what I'm talking about, baby. Good for you. Good for you. Less talk, more action. Don't talk about it, just do it. And sooner than later, just start doing it. By the time you realize, oh my God, what have I been doing? You're already so deep in. You're already crushing it. So good for you. Good for you, Patricia. Congratulations on taking action and welcome to the fam. A reminder for those of you that just might be tuning in now, Fuck Your Resolution specials are still available, Swolenormousx.com. Early Bird has ended, but is still available. You can still get some great specials going on, so check it out over at Swolenormousx.com. And also make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you want to bang your ear holes every day. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you check out the Daily Swole. And of course, as per Sexy Tessie right there, look at that sexy beesh. Look at that sexy beesh. Not a chance. I knew you were going to, not a fucking chance, Falcon. Not a chance. Not a chance. Tessie is protected by the card. And this card, Red, White, and Swole, is the ultimate card. Now, this card represents the new show, Red, White, and Swole. You can catch the full episodes on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can also subscribe to the Papa Swolio channel to watch all the segments. So make sure you check that out as well. We got some more poop. We got a juicy poop. We got a juicy poop before we go balls deep. Are you ready? We got a good one. We got a good one now. We got to go. We got it now, fam.
What's in the box?
We got it now on the freaking Saturday night Swolecast, that peppermint tip action. This is from Brid. And Bridtard writes, this is from Twitter. Okay, quote, stop using intuitive eating or listening to your body to disguise a diet. Don't convince yourself your body wants to eat light all the time because it feels good. If you're still low-key trying to eat less, it'll backfire. You whiny beesh. Oh, yeah. You whiny beesh. Stop using intuitive eating or listening to your body to disguise a diet. You're trying to create a solution to a problem that people create. We'll talk about this. Let's get into it. Don't convince yourself your body wants to eat light all the time because it feels good. If you're still low-key trying to eat less, will backfire. I'm not a fan of trying to eat less. I don't disagree with all this post completely. I don't agree with like the just starving yourself approach. I don't believe in just the macros approach. Like, oh, just undereat, caloric deficit. People that don't truly understand the impact of food on their bodies or on people's bodies, that's what they say. They say caloric deficit doesn't mean it doesn't work, but they don't understand all the aspects of wellness. And they just choose to hammer at this like mathematical approach. Like, oh, just calculate it, type it into a phone, put it into a, look, you don't have to count your calories. If you're trying to lose weight and manage your weight, if you eat better food and you fundamentally try to undo and you unlearn the fucking stupid habits and you relearn properly what actual food does to your body, you're not going to have to count your calories. You know why? Because you're going to manage your weight. If your goal is to not be obese and your goal is to live healthy and eat properly and feel good and feel satisfied, you're not going to have to count your calories. I know from personal experience because I don't. And I know from hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people in the Swole sphere, in the Swole fam that agree, that do the same thing. If you have very specific goals and you like to track, that's fine. But still, food quality comes first. Food quality comes first. Even if you don't have much money, you still need to optimize your quality as best you can. It still comes first. You can still make better choices. You have $10, do you go to McDonald's or do you go and get some protein from the supermarket? You make a better choice. You make a better choice. You have a choice. If you have $100, you have choices what to do with that $100. Can you buy caviar? No, you can't buy caviar, but you can make better choices with that money. You can make better choices. You can set better habits. You can set better habits to do some mobility. Free. You could do some bodyweight exercises. Free. You can go for a walk. Free. You could drink more water. Free. You can meditate. Free. You can surround yourself with better people. Free. You don't have to communicate with shitty people. Most people just blame. I don't have money. Healthy food is so important. You can transform your health and you don't have to go fucking shopping at Whole Foods, right? I just don't think it's a methodology to just sit there and just calculate everything. That's not natural. That's not normal for a human being. You don't have to calculate food. Our bodies do that automatically. You don't have to sit there with a fucking protractor to calculate your damn calories. And I know you don't use a protractor, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to have an app. Your calorie burning in your macro app, that's literally in the last 10, 15 years. People are getting shredded, ripped, losing weight, taking care of their health for hundreds of years. You don't need any of this fancy technological crap. It's a crutch. It's an excuse. It's an excuse to eat shit. Oh, well, this fits my macros. Yeah, it also fits your mouth. Doesn't mean you put it in. Seriously, I legit, it's the easy way. It's the easy thing to say. Oh, calorie deficit. Calories. That, just because it's the easiest and the simplest thing to say doesn't mean it's the right thing. There's a reason why that doesn't work. There's a reason why people have been harping on calories for decades and people are fatter and more miserable and have less mental health than ever. It has to do with everything. Your life is not about counting calories. Your wellness is not about counting calories. Your health is not about counting calories. That factors in. When you have a puzzle, there's not just one piece. There might be a 10,000 piece puzzle. There's other aspects, your mental health, your community. Again, the 7 pillars. And I'm not just saying that because they're the fucking tits and it's a Swole fam's backbone. But I am saying that because they're the tits and it's a Swole fam's backbone and they fucking work. Most people are only focused on pillar number 2 and 3. And they're not even doing those properly and they miss everything else. They just miss it. They miss. If you focus on quality first, it will solve many of the other issues. If you focus on quality first, most people will never, ever overeat unless you are forcing it down your throat when it comes to quality food. It is hard to stuff your face and to engorge yourself with quality food. You get full. And I love eating grass-fed beef, but once you get full, it's hard. It's so dense, so many nutrients. It's just filling. I don't want to eat other junk food. I'm full, which means I stop eating. And guess what? If I don't keep junk and shit food, I'm not going to have the impulse to eat junk and shit food. Plus, it's going to taste like junk and shit because it's not fucking real. I'm a human being. I shouldn't be sucking down corn and soy all the time. It's not logical. It's just straight up not logical. Now, I'm not saying that calories don't exist. Energy exists. That's why we have created amazing things as human beings. But to spearhead, to use calorie counting as the first line of defense, as the first thing you come to when you're starting to eat healthy, that's not the right way to think. You have to undo. You have to unfuck your brain. You have to get away from all that looking at the nutrition facts. Seriously, you don't need to look at nutrition facts if you're eating quality food. You're eating grass-fed beef. Do you care about the nutrition facts? No, you don't have that on there because you know what you're getting. You're getting real food. You'll be full. You don't need to worry about, is this my recommended daily allowance of vitamin C? Eat a fucking apple. You'll live. It's just, you don't need, it's okay if you look at the calorie intake, just to get a concept of it. But my God, you don't need, if you have ingredients in things, that's where you start to go off the rails. If anything that you're eating has ingredients. Well, what are the ingredients? People just don't put enough weight into the actual effect of these nutrients or these elements in foods or in the chips that they're eating or the soda that they're eating. You can't just distill it down to a number thing. Because even if you're eating fucking Taco Bell and you lose weight, wow, you do a YouTube series. Hey, look, I ate Taco Bell for a month and I still lost weight. Sure, if you're starving yourself, you're going to lose weight. I'm in a caloric deficit and I'm eating, you're going to feel like fucking shit. You're running off Taco Bell. You're running off fake garbage nonsense. It's stupid. It gets a lot of clicks and it proves nothing. Oh, an energy balance. Great. How are your organs? How's your intestines? How's that leaky gut? How's your sleep apnea? How's your elevated heart rate? How's your mental health? How's your eczema? It's so stupid. How your migraines? How's your joint pain? How's your strength? How's all these other things? Just because a person can do it and make a YouTube video about it, oh, you get all the clicks. Congratulations. It's not the right approach. People don't want to do the extra work. They don't want to think about things differently. Because it's ingrained, it's inborn. You're taught this over and over again when you're little. It's just like religion. It's really hard to undo those claws. It's really hard to untie that knot. Okay? It's like taking out Christmas decorations and it's a fucking ball. You're like, oh God, it's all tied in and knotted together. Yeah, it's like that. Unlearning shit is hard. Unlearning and relearning. But it's how you fundamentally approach is the operating system that you're fucking running your hardware on. And that's how I see it. It's the easy way out. Oh, it's just the calories. Well, you just want to keep making excuses. You just want to keep on eating your shit and justify it to yourself. Papa, don't buy it. Papa, don't buy it. I don't buy it. Don't buy it.
That's deep.
Don't buy it. Not buying it. Not buying it. You making excuses. Pedro, look at this fucking post. I love it.
What's in the box?
Pedro, we got a fucking Swole pumpkin. Pumped. Good day, Swole fam. Hope you have a wonderful weekend and get your pump on every day. I am submitting my pumpkin for the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice Swole card I know Papa has somewhere around. The pumped, the bearded pumpkin. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Up.
You get a falcon. You get a falcon. I love it. The Swole pumpkin. That pumpkin is absolutely yoked. Pumpkin lives matter. Be nice to your pumpkins. Be nice to your pumpkins, fam. Be nice to your fucking pumpkins. Be nice. Be nice. All right. Well, we got some poop, fam. We got some absolute gunch to go into.
What's in the box?
All right. If you tell me, there's a quote for those of you that are listening. If you tell me you need to lose weight and you weigh less than me, then you are directly telling me that I need to lose weight too. I'm sorry, let me read that again. If you tell me that you need to lose weight and you weigh less than me, then you are directly telling me that I need to lose weight too. Oh God, these fucking people. If you tell me you feel fat and gross and you are skinnier than me, then you are directly telling me that I am gross. I really don't understand why this is so hard for all of you to understand. Because you are stupid. Because you are a fucktard.
You went full retard, man.
Because you are an idiot. That's why.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
It's because you're a moron. It's hard for you to understand. So if someone else wants to improve their life, it doesn't reflect on you. This is silence is violence. This is where this comes from. Okay? This is that what you don't say is an insult. Remember that post that I shared the other day that if you're an artist and you don't draw fat people, if you don't draw obesity as an artist, or if you don't draw really overweight or obese characters, that it's hate speech. It's that same type of mentality. What you don't say. Oh, silence is violence. No, it's not. Silence is silence. Like, if I tell you that I need to lose weight and I weigh less than you, I'm not directly telling you that you need to lose weight. I'm literally saying that I need to lose weight. You're internalizing your own lack of self-worth and your own disgust at your own diseased body. And you're just trying to blame someone else so you don't have to change. That's all it is. You're not taking responsibility. It's ridiculous. So if I tell you that I feel fat and gross and I'm skinnier than you, then I am directly telling you I'm gross? No. If I say I feel fat and gross, then I'm saying I feel fat and gross. Look, I'll feel fat and gross if I like junk food. If I had some McDonald's fries, I would feel fat and fucking gross. Doesn't mean I am fat and gross, but feeling a certain way, this is the thing. You can't stop playing with feelings. You can't tell someone that their feelings are wrong, but to internalize that as some kind of fact or some kind of insult against you, you're just out of your mind. You have no self-esteem, and that's your problem. You have to handle your own shit. You have to handle your own shit. What I don't really understand, I don't understand how you function in society. I don't know how you are alive. How do you make money? How do you function in the real world with a mindset like that? How do you come up with that kind of bullshit? How do you make that shit up? How do you how does that enter your brain as a functional thought that needs to be promoted online? How does that manifest itself? How does that manifest itself? How does that human function in this world? That's scary. It's scary that people like this may be voting. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Just because you have the right to vote doesn't mean you should vote. You have a lot of really dumb people in this country and in this world. I mean, just literally, you have some stupid fucking people. That's no joke. That's not even an insult. That's a fact. Look at this fucking shit. You have some stupid people. Like dumb fucking people. We can only hope that people that are keeping quiet make the right decision. I mean, this is the poison. This is the poison, lack of responsibility, victim mentality. This is the same shit that's spreading through the workplaces with the anti-racism bullshit, this kind of like veil of compassion and this veil of equality and, oh, we're fighting for racial justice and all this shit that is nonsense. It's nonsense. It's disgusting how you have people that are out there saying that this country is systemically racist. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing, especially people that have been in office for a very long time. Okay? Don't insult an amazing country that gives such amazing lives to its citizens. We need to improve our country. Sure, everything does. You can always, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. We should be looking to improve. We should be looking to excel. We should be looking to do better. We should be looking to not settle for average. But this type of woke bullshit that's all over, the horizontal takeover, the same shit that's happening with fat acceptance, body positivity, the same fucking shit. That's a plague. That's the virus. That is the virus. No one's talking about obesity. We just talk about COVID. All right, that's a problem. Why are a lot of people suffering? Because people are unhealthy. Obese people die from the flu. Obese people have more problems with that, but we're not talking about the 30 to 40,000 people a month that die from preventable issues. We're just in denial. Fucking in denial. That's why you got to keep your circle super small. People that have a solid head on their shoulders, you don't associate with a lot of people because people are completely out of their fucking mind. Most people don't think coherently. This person does not think well. This is not the real world. Okay? What we should be doing is trying to do better in all aspects of our country, right? In all aspects. But if you're trying to give people 8th place trophies, if you're trying to make sure that everyone feels emotionally safe and everyone's protected and no words hurt anyone's feelings, then you're literally grooming an entire generation of absolute fucking pussies that are going to be infecting every single organization and every single facet of our economy. You're going to have these absolute pussy architects. You're going to have these absolute pussy business people. You're going to have these absolute pussy everyone. You'll be a little, oh, it's not my responsibility. Oh, someone else hurt my fucking feeling. Bitches in every aspect of our world. You don't think that's a virus? You're seeing it now. It's literally starting in colleges. I experienced this when I was in college. I see it now for what it was. It was a little bit on the early, it wasn't really on the early side, but it was like, yeah, it wasn't as popular because social media didn't explode yet. It's legit. It's legit. Now you have kids that can pick their own fucking gender. You have kids that are growing up without a fucking identity. You have kids that are being parented by, you have parents that are being parented by their children. You have the school taking control of kids and removing kids from parents and fucking writing letters and taking issue with how a parent parents their child in their home because of what the kid says at school. Teachers can't teach these fucking trainings, and it's just awful. It's the same mentality. Think about it. The same mentality. Oh, it's fucking everywhere. And it's everywhere. Seriously, people, like this election this year, and you can listen more on the Red, White, and Swole podcast. So I'll leave it as is. But literally, if anything, like you're voting for or against cancel culture. No joke. I don't know who the fuck wants to live in cancel culture. Seriously, I don't know who the fuck wants to live like that. Who wants to live like that? Who wants to live in a world where you're afraid to say you're afraid to say what you want? You think you have freedom of speech? Not when your whole career is gone because you said something that offended one person that went viral online. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? If you are pro cancel culture, then you know who you're voting for already. And if you're not for cancel, like it's literally that simple. There are a lot of other issues that are kind of it's very devious. It's very devious what's going on, because there's a lot of boogeyman type issues that are getting raised all the time, like in the debates and in social, right? There's a lot of just fluff that isn't getting solved in the next 4 years. Like, I mean, I know there's issues. I know there's issues with abortion. I know we're getting off in the weeds here, but I know there's issues with abortion and people worry about climate change. Well, none of that's getting solved. Even if Roe v. Wade was overturned, it just goes back to the states. No one's getting rid of abortions. Like, it's just, there's a lot of things that people worry about that isn't going to affect them personally. People just want to get in other people's business, and we need more independence. We need more independence, but at the same time, we're giving it away. Like, the major issues, the major chess pieces that are being moved are being smothered and covered under this veil of us versus them. It's like, are you seeing what the movement actually is doing? Are you seeing what's happening to people? I experience cancel culture. I experience it. My shit is so throttled. My shit is so throttled on all the platforms. I'm surprised that I'm still here. No joke. I'm surprised that my stuff gets posted. It might just be because I have so many subscribers. You know, they'd flip the switch if they want to. I have so many subscribers, so they show it to a small percentage. You can see it in my views. It doesn't make sense. You can see it in the views of the videos, even on the Swolenormous channel. I mean, go look at the views, look at the subscribers, and look at the thumbs up and thumbs down. There's like one thumb down. Like, my video today got no reach. None. Okay. There's no, like, you think if you had a 99.8% like to dislike ratio that it would show it to more people. No, they just show it to a little bubble. They don't allow they don't get any reach. I'm not advertiser friendly. You'd be surprised. Some of the videos that are the most savage have a green dollar sign that get monetized. There's no rhyme or reason as to what gets monetized and what doesn't. I've tested so many different things. There's no rhyme or reason. Absolutely no rhyme or reason. None. Some completely neutral videos don't get monetized. I don't know why. They just don't. But I don't want to live in cancel culture. That's not a good place to be. That's way too Orwellian. Not into it. Okay? The fact that we are taking feelings to that next level, you cannot live a sheltered life. If you're raising generations of children to be adult children, you see it all the time. The problem is now it's starting to come to a head because now these absolute bitch children are adults, and now you see the consequences because now they can vote. Now they're old enough to drink and to go and do shit. And to go protest peacefully, of course. That's a problem. That's a problem because they don't understand. They don't know history because they weren't taught it in college. They weren't taught real history. They were taught revisionist history. They're taught what they're not taught real fucking history because school's fucking boring. School's boring. They don't teach you useful shit. They don't teach it to you in an interesting fashion. It's bored. The teachers are bored. They're restricted. The kids are bored. You don't learn anything. You don't fucking learn anything unless you're driven and you learn on your own. You don't learn shit. You just get in debt. You become part of the fucking system. And they keep their boot on your neck the rest of your life. So because you're not taught real history, you don't know that what you're doing is a complete revolution and an undoing of our republic. And it's moving that direction. So be mindful. I really view this election as the cancel culture election. It's like, are you in favor? Are you in favor of getting canceled like that? Seriously, are you in favor? Do you want to tiptoe? Do you want to tiptoe and be afraid to say anything? Do you want racism to come back? Are you pro-racism? That's what's going on now. Why is there so much talk all of a sudden hardcore about, why is there, it's worse than it ever has been. It seems like it. It's because it's not what you think. It's packaged all nice with a bow on top, and there's a fucking big old pile of dog shit once you open the package. It's an absolute pile of dog shit. It's a sham. It's a scam. Anti-racism is a scam. Cancel culture is evil. Absolutely fucking evil. Not enough people want to say it. It's ridiculous. This kind of stuff that I read, this is hysterical. It's just so stupid. But you need to have the ability to call it stupid. You need to have the ability to call it out for what it is. And we're losing that. Absolutely losing that ability. And if that doesn't scare the fuck out of you, I don't know what will. I don't know what would. For real. For real. This is... Do you want cancel culture? Are you in favor of that? If you are, well, you're already lost. I don't know why you'd want to live like that. But people are not just walking, they're running towards it. Scary shit. All right, let's get into another post. Tiffany, hey Swole fam, new here, just signed up today and already eyeing the 90-day dash. About 4 months postpartum, I decided I didn't like how I felt and had to do something. So I started working out some using an interval training app because you have to start somewhere. I went from not working out at all to working out a little every day. Now 6 months postpartum, I haven't really lost any weight, but I have lost an inch from my waist in the past month and a pant size. I was introduced to Papa Swolio by my husband and have been watching videos with him for about a month now. I like to ask what Papa Swolio would say when one of us doesn't feel like working out. I've been impressed by what I've seen and I've been encouraged and convinced. So I decided to put my money where my mouth is and joined. I know I can benefit. I have decided that I will put in the work, looking out for the 2 years from now me. I'm definitely looking forward to the holistic approach to being healthy and the 7 pillars, which I'm not getting currently, and looking forward to the sick fucking gains. Let the games begin. I love it. Hells yeah. Welcome to the fan, Tiffany. Thank you so much for posting. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of cancel culture.
USA, greatest country in the world.
It should be. And it can be. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. But I think, look, people need to speak up. People need to speak up. The problem is people are afraid to speak up. People are straight up afraid. And why are they afraid? Why are they afraid to say what they think? Why are they afraid to have their own thoughts? A lot of you don't share my content, or you post stuff and you get shit for it. It's because you get pushback. It's because you get shit on. It's because people don't want to post because they don't want to lose their job. They don't want anyone to know their real thoughts. People are already censoring themselves. People are already censoring themselves, which is even worse. It's even worse. Just the fact, look, a lot of the stuff that I say, I say it to make sure that I can maintain the right to say it. That's the fucking truth. And you all know that. I make sure that I keep those fucking fences strong. If you can't handle the content, then don't join. Don't come in here. But it's very important that we maintain the freedom to say what we think. Otherwise, we can't formulate concepts that talk out against real oppression and against real censorship. We have to be able to say the words that can coherently formulate a concept and a sentence and a discussion that we can move forward. If we don't have the use of our words and our language, censoring letters over the word obese, get the fuck out of here. You're an idiot. It's not an offensive term unless I could take offense to the word paper. Oh my God, you use the word paper. Papers are usually white and I'm white. I take offense for you using the word paper. That makes me think about my privilege and it offends me. There's someone out there that's going to say that. And how are you going to go against it? Like literally, you open that Pandora's box, which they keep on fucking opening and digging down like Felix is the cat. Like Felix the cat's fucking bag of tricks. This is never ending. This is a bottomless pit of nonsense. It's just like the rules with YouTube and Facebook. You make these rules that are kind of vague, right? Like the YouTube rules. Well, anorexia and other eating disorders. They don't say binge eating. They say other eating disorders. Because how do you qualify an eating disorder? You need to get a psychologist or have someone actually diagnose you. But if you have mukbangers, well, they don't have an eating disorder. They're just doing it for show. They're doing a food challenge. They say anorexia specifically because visually you can see that person's not healthy. But binge eating and doing whatever the fuck they want, oh, everyone's fat, so we can just let that go. They leave it open-ended so they don't have to ban it. It's very sly, but it's very obvious, and it's fucking sinister. Some sinister shit. And if you have no real morals, if you can change the language whenever you want, if you can revise everything, you can memory hole absolutely everything that you fucking want to, how can you argue that? How can you argue that? It's the same thing that you can't argue. Why do you think that anti-racism shit? Why do you think that exists? Because you can't argue against it. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you're not an anti-racist, you're a racist. So I'm a fucking lunatic either way. It doesn't make sense. Everyone that's talking about this white privilege shit, what you're doing is you're literally judging based on someone's skin color. It's exactly the opposite of what it seems. That's fucking literal Orwellian. Freedom is slavery. War is peace. It's fucking, you're playing with these opposites. You're confusing people. It's such a basic psychological ploy. It's so fucking obvious to anyone that has an ounce of intelligence. Seriously, basic, like fucking brain cell 101. And everyone just fucking bends over and takes in the ass because they don't want people to not like them. Oh, because they were fucking sheltered. They go, oh, I better be nice. I better be nice to people. Well, as long as I have a platform to talk, I'm going to say what I think. And this kind of stuff, I'm not saying anything, revolutionary. This is just basic common sense. That stuff is fucking crazy. Crazy. It's insane. It's literally insane. Literally insane. And people are just going along with it. People just want to jump off that fucking cliff. The problem with education in this country, most people don't understand how quickly this shit can go sideways and how quickly things can get real dark. Real dark. Okay? You go back and look at history and you see a date and you say, oh, a year and this year. And then the next year it happened this on this year. When you're in the middle of it, it seems like it's happening slow. But how do you think all of these authoritarian regimes, how do you think all these communist, authoritarian, these dictatorships, how do you think these things come into power? Because you think you're going to say something when it gets to that point. You think you're going to step up and say something. You think, oh, when it gets bad enough, or when that happens, I'll speak, I'll stand up and say something. Bullshit. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to say anything. And the first instance that you bend a knee, that you raise a fist, that you use a little hashtag, it eats away at your soul because you know deep down that you fucking sold out and you have no integrity. And you can't live with yourself. You can't sleep at night, and it just eats away at you, and you try to justify, and you end up actually censoring yourself, and you start thinking differently because you're the one that has to live with your fucking broken soul because you know you don't believe in what you actually said you do. It's just, and then you try. I don't know. I'm just off the cuff here, but it's just, there's so many different aspects to it. I'm not an expert. I just I just don't see it any other way. It's just complete insanity. Complete insanity. And this, when we talk about the fat acceptance and body positive, that's the fitness. That's my wheelhouse. That's the most obvious. When you're saying obesity doesn't make you more risk for that. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Ugh. You do realize the United States is only a couple hundred years old. The Roman Empire didn't last forever either. So I think it's important that we learn from our history, right? That we learn from the past. It's absolutely insane. Insane. Anyway. Anyway, major reason why I ain't having fucking kids. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No thanks. No, thank you. No plans. Get the fuck out of here. You know what's even the worst? You know what's even the worst? Just when people let it slide. People let that shit slide. For those of you that have kids, it's just like when your child does something wrong and you don't call them out on it. Kids try to do that. Kids will keep on pushing. They'll keep on pushing. They'll see what else they can get away with. Your dogs do it too. It's just animal. You don't know your boundaries. You test your boundaries. What do you think the people in the streets are doing? They're testing boundaries. They're adult children. They don't know history. They don't know what they want. All they want to do is just fucking burn. They're upset. They're mentally unhinged. The economy is shut down and social media is poisoning people's minds. Think about it. Most people don't do any of these things, right? 7 pillars on the screen right now. Most people don't do jack shit. They're surrounding themselves with dumb fucking people. They eat shit fucking fast food. They don't exercise. They barely sleep. They're looking at the phones all the fucking time. They don't hydrate. They drink soda and pumpkin spice lattes instead of fucking water. They can't even bend over and touch their toes, let alone do any kind of mobility. They never meditate. Their mind's a hot mess. Their body's a hot mess. Their life is a hot mess. Of course, they're in the fucking streets. Of course, they're saying dumb shit. Of course, they want to burn shit down because they're angry and upset and they play too much Call of Duty and they watch too much Netflix and they get biased by every fucking big tech media giant from fucking Hulu to Netflix to Amazon, Facebook, YouTube. They're all fucking you in the ass with social justice nonsense. Of course, people are going to be upset. Of course. When you've been lied to nonstop, you don't know which way is up or down. So, and that's the whole point. When you're confused and scared, what do? You lash out in anger. But burning down what are you going to do after it? Everyone just wants to burn shit down. Break it down, dissolve this, change this, do this. And then what? And then what happens? What happens after that? Defund the police. And then what? Go on. I'm listening. What next? What happens? And then, yeah, crime skyrockets and people get the fuck out of those areas. People leave California and New York like there's a fucking plague there. Because it is living trapped in fucking skyscraper buildings. Yeah, you're trapping yourself. You're in prison. That's it. Like, what happens when you tear shit down? What happens when you remove law enforcement? It's just stupid, fucking idiots. I covered a story. It'll be on the Red, White, and Swole podcast and the Red, White, and Swole channel, the Papa Swolio channel. you'll see that there was another incident with law enforcement. Literally a guy with a gun resisting arrest broke away. The cop had to fire, and then there were protests and stuff. Why? Like an armed criminal resisting arrest with a gun was fighting with the cop and wouldn't stop, and the cop had to protect. It's like, why? Why are you why? Why are you protesting? Why? No reason. Why? Because you get away with it. Why? Why? So we'll see. I have my own thoughts. I'll leave it there because we'll talk about this on the Red Wine Swole podcast. But this is something that I think, look, I have a feeling. I don't understand how there could be so much stupidity, so much ignorance, mainstream. There's so many people in this country. And it's scary to think that I don't know who's looking at everything. I don't know who's looking at everything and thinks that this is a good thing to continue. And I'm sure a lot of you, I'm not telling you who to vote for. But I think a lot of people are severely misinformed with what's actually going on, who's in control of this, who's spearheading this shit. I don't think people are they're just completely oblivious. It's like what's actually happening. And maybe it's because I'm so plugged in. Maybe it's because I look at that kind of stuff. Maybe because I make a lot of content. I see and I've experienced what the big tech companies do to me. And I see it in all the comments. I see it where the distribution is, where the attention is on platforms, how ads do, what gets banned, what posts of mine get blocked, what gets removed. Like I see all the ripples and it's just like, it's extremely disconcerting. I don't like to use the word fear, but this is really fucking dire. This is really dire. It's really dire. And I encourage people to actually get educated on what is actually happening, not what the mainstream media wants to shove down your fucking throat, not that bullshit. But you can go and follow the other channel if you want some of my other opinions and some actual stuff that you're probably not going to see on CNN or MSNBC or any of those channels. So the biases are real and they're proven. Facebook, YouTube, the censorship is literally proven. There are whistleblowers every day coming out talking about how they literally bias. It's not a mystery anymore. Oh, I wonder. No, it's proven. They're instructed to. All right. So here we go. Let's give away the Swole card right now. Red, White, and Swole. Make sure you subscribe to the Red, White, and Swole show on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, everywhere. You could also follow on the Papa Swolio channel. Stephen Wolf, congratulations. There you go, fam. Congratulations, Steven. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, swolecard 1632, and your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations, fam. Congratulations, Steven. Everyone say congratulations. You guys are cocksuckers. Be nice to Steven.
Whining.
Be nice. Congratulations, Steven. Send us that email. We'll send you this Swole card. It's looking good. It's looking right, looking tight for you. Congratulations. Look, here's the thing. Just in closing, here's the thing. It's hard for the average person to get good quality information because there's so much out there. You only have 2 ears. You only got 2 eyes. You only got, right? You only have a couple, and you have one phone with one screen. You can only watch one thing at a time. You have a job, maybe 2 jobs. You got a kid, maybe 2 kids, maybe 3 kids. Maybe you got school too. Maybe you're starting a business on the side. Like you got a lot of stuff going on. All right. Like when I'm not creating content, I'm obsessively reading and listening to podcasts. I'm trying to get all the information I can because one, it has to balance out the shit that I fucking see. I need to fill my brain with logic and common sense, because like otherwise I'm just going to be leaking brain cells nonstop. I have to keep my head screwed on straight. Okay. And it's legit. The bias, the control, it's legit. I know what Facebook does. I know what they do because I use it. I run ads. I do promotions. I know how it works. I know what the targeting does. I know what the pixels do. I know what it's amazing. Now it depends on how you use it, but all the data, the time spent on a post, how much you clicked, what you watched, it even tracks your fucking eyeballs, yo. Why do you think that front-facing camera does? It knows what you're looking at. It knows what your eyes are attracted to. It knows when you pause on an ad. It knows when you run it. It knows how long you watch a video for. It knows the actual moment when you click off. It knows it knows how to optimize so you stay on the app. It knows. It's all computed. It's all stored and it's all weaponized. Straight up. Hey, I try to use it for good. I try to use it to help people take control of their health and their wellness. But a lot of people out there are not using it properly. And when you have a human being that's judging what gets posted and what gets censored, I think illegal things shouldn't get posted. You know, child porn and fucking violence and stuff. I don't think that should get accepted. But at the same time, you have these gray area rules and things that get broken all the time, and people it's manipulated. You know, humans are fallible fundamentally. So there's a lot of stuff. And that's what I want to do. I find it interesting from the psychological standpoint. I have my views and beliefs. You have the right to vote the way you want to think the way you want to. I just like to take, certain stories that come out. It's like, look, you might not see this other places, things that I want to talk about. Sometimes it's silly. Sometimes it's important. And it's just different perspectives because you're not going to be looking on every single site. You're not listening to every podcast. You might listen to a couple things. So these are just some certain things to keep you in the loop, but it's tough. It's tough. And it's real. It's real. Like the censorship is real. The limitations are real. The effect against reach and the distribution of my content, it's obvious, it's evident, it's blatant. But people are very much in denial and willfully covering their eyes as to what's actually going on. Frightening. Let's take some comments before we bounce out here. Just always think for yourself and don't take everything at face value. There's always multiple facets to everything. Absolutely. Matthew, it's tough sifting through the bullshit. Thank you for making that easier for me. You're welcome, Matt. Let's see here. No one. I can see, despite the fact that I am anti-identity politics and social justice stuff, my opinions are the opposite of most here, but I always look at different views. It's important to. Doesn't mean you can't have a certain belief. Doesn't mean you can't have an opposing view. But the problem is a lot of people, especially the social justice warriors, their view is their view and everyone else is evil and should be removed from society. And that's, it's so compassionate. Oh, the gulag, so compassionate. Fucking
Matt Damon.
Mike Miller. Pop, I know you have more than a full plate, but in the future you should start a channel where you cover fun and happy stuff to give your brain cells a rest. That's why I do the podcast here. We covered Swole fan posts. This is fucking amazing. Fun and happy stuff. This is fun and happy. Fucking Swole fan posts. People crushing it. That's why I love the podcast. That's why I do it. And it's very objective. It's not about the fun and happy stuff. It's about stuff that's happening. You know, whether it's happy or fun, that's subjective. Thanks, Laura. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Well, what I think that no one realized, what I don't think anyone realized is that the social media, the algorithm is the true Skynet, right? Everyone's saying like, oh, Amazon Skynet this. No, the algorithm Skynet. It's just this calculation, right? The calculation, this automatic compartmentalization, that's the real weapon. And it's just this automated, human-assisted, just rambunctious, just automatic, just runs through. And all they try to do is help the algorithm be more intelligent, analytical, work better, to scale it properly. And all of a sudden you scale it to the point where, oh shit, oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it's important to keep your head screwed on straight. Read, listen, think for yourself. Seriously. If you see everyone in mainstream media chirping on the same shit, chirping on the same fucking shit, step back and ask yourself why. Why is it all the same perspective? Why is it all the same perspective? It's YouTube, it's Twitter, it's Facebook, it's mainstream media, all in the same shit. It's all the same shit. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. I'm not buying it that most Americans aren't like, what the fuck is going on? I think people are going to be, some people are going to be up for a rude awakening. That's all I'll say about that. But I don't know. I have a feeling, I don't think Americans are this stupid. I really would hate to be proven wrong, but I don't know. I have my doubts. I don't know about Americans being that dumb. I don't know. I'm not convinced. All right, fam. Anyway, it was a fun episode, but we kind of talked about some real shit. It happens now and again, but some good stuff. Amazing Swole fam post, by the way. Amazing. Shout out to the Swole fam, absolutely crushing it. Let's kind of go through. Shout out to Kelly, Mike, Patricia, Pedro, nice pumpkin bro, Sven, and Tiffany, absolutely crushing it today on the Daily Swole podcast. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1632. Remember, you can subscribe to this podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Make sure you go leave a review. The Swole fam is fucking awesome, Jeff. Swole fam is fucking awesome. And if you enjoy this type of content, go check out Red, White, and Swole. Wherever you listen to this, you can listen to that as well. More content just like this. And more episodes or more videos coming out tomorrow. The full episode, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Check it out. And we got to nut this beesh. And then I'm out of here. Got to hustle up and do that. We shall nut her quickly. Almost forgot. Close that quick. Abbreviated nut close. Fare thee well, Tessie.
He's heating up!
Yup. Easy, Falcon. Calm the fuck down. Calm your tits, Falcon. Settle down. Settle down, Falcon. All right, fam. Out of control. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1632 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pincast, Sleezecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because we're not flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and I will see you tomorrow. Sunday fun day. Hugh and Anus. Ask Papa Swolio live tomorrow, so make sure you hit that bell, and I'll be sending out a Swole text. Check out Swolenormousx.com if you want to join the Swole fam. The early bird special is over, but we still have some awesome offers for Fuck Your Resolutions for a short period of time. So it is Fuck Your Resolution season. Start now. Don't be a tomorrow person, but check out Swolenormousx.com for details, and I'll see you tomorrow for Ask Papa Swolio live 1633 already. Holy shit. Peace McGeese, Deuce Magoose, yeah boy, Papa Swolio, oh. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash
That's
flow,
how we
I'm a
do it,
bank
fam.
addict.
That's how we
Six
do it.
O's, had a
No,
big
stop.
smack.
Oh, shut up.
Place popping. 3 girls
Easy
is
there,
enough for
Falcon.
me, so
Calm
I pull
down.
out like the
Calm your
sky
tits.
crashing like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help. I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad. It's like,
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid, that's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my